What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Hot Takes Podcast, episode 47. We're going to do another sports episode today, the top 5 best NHL players of all time. I'm going to get out of this seat, and it's going to be replaced by my good friend Pat Williams. He was here for the NFL podcast, and we're also joined by another new guest of ours, Tom Craig. So let's get right into it. Peace.
It's on?
It's on.
Oh, word. Thank you for having me on your podcast.
Yeah.
Man.
Of course, man.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Of course.
As always.
Look at you with that stylish haircut. About to talk about.
Tom, you got a haircut today.
I know.
So, the Rangers drafted Lafreniere today.
They did.
What are you thinking about starting lineup? Do you think he'll crack the top line? Do you think he'll crack the top two? Do you think he'll be a rotational guy beginning?
Well, that's a good question and a good statement. So I'm going to give you a good answer for that.
Thank you.
I think he's going to be on the third line with maybe Philip Hedl, the 19-year-old forward. He's really good. And then maybe I think Brett Howden, or I think who's on the third line? Brendan Lemieux?
Yeah, I think he's their center.
Yeah.
I think he centers them. I don't know. I get lost in the depth chart sometimes.
Yeah,
I mean, I know who people are, but I like a lot of times I just forget like who plays where.
Obviously, I know like the first line and the second line.
Yeah, of course.
Third line. I think he's definitely gonna be on the third line.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think he's gonna be like very good, like with Kappa, because he's only 19.
Mm-hmm.
And Lafreniere. How do you even say his last name? I always.
I think it's pronounced Lafreniere.
Oh yeah.
Alexis Lafreniere.
Oh, so it's French.
Oui.
Oh, because I watch videos on YouTube about him.
Yeah.
And the announcers are like, le Lafreniere. just like score a goal and he'd be like, Lafreniere.
Can you say that again?
Lafreniere.
No, the whole thing.
All right, no. So, all right, for the camera, I'll be like, Alex Lafreniere. No, but I definitely think he's going to be on a good player on the third line. I don't know. What happened with Capo last year, he was very to himself. I feel like he could have had maybe like one more year in the juniors or whatever is that league before NHL.
The AHL.
AHL, yeah. I think he probably could have stayed there for one more year.
You know, people. I mean, I never played hockey, so like my knowledge of like the game itself, like how to play it, is limited to what I see on television. Yeah. But like from what I understand and what people who do know what they're talking about say is that he plays best when he has the puck in his hands.
No, Capo.
Yeah, Capo. Yeah, he's when he has the puck in his on his stick around the net, he does things. Yeah, people notice. So.
I think Capo's great. I like him a lot. Panarin, like
I wouldn't give him a great score yet.
I mean,
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Mm-hmm. But he's still a good player, though.
He's young.
Yeah. And I'm excited to see like what he's going to be doing with Panarin, Zibanejad. I mean, they're not going to be switching around Lafreniere with on like the first round. I mean, with the first round, first line.
Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, the kid could be good. I mean, he's the best. And this is no knock on, Capo Caco, being the second overall pick last year, but Lafreniere is the best prospect that we've had drafted. Probably, I can't think.
It was like 25 years, right?
Probably. I don't think.
I have no idea.
Are you going to be our like statistician again?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll do checks on
fact checks and statistics.
Yeah.
Okay. When's the last time the Rangers drafted first overall?
My guess, I'm gonna say
probably not early, before the 90s.
Oh, so maybe like almost 30 years ago.
Maybe.
Could be.
But I mean, when you draft talent like that, you don't put them on your third line. You put them in your top 6.
Yeah. I don't know. Can he replace anybody on the second line? Because I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard to say because they don't have like all the depth. They're still in rebuild, but I don't know. I don't know who they would be able to like swap out for the second line.
I don't know. I'd have to look at their roster from top to bottom and see who can be picked and plugged where.
Does 2019 sound right?
Well, Cabo.
Yeah, Capo.
But he's the second overall pick.
Yeah, because the Devils got Hughes.
Yeah.
Jack or Quinn? No, Jack, right?
Jack Hughes.
Jackie boy. Kids going on from the Devils, PK Subban's just ripping shots with him.
PK Subban's not that good anymore.
Yeah, I know. I like PK a lot.
I do too. Nothing.
Nah, I couldn't really find that.
Am I allowed to go on my phone?
Yeah,
absolutely. Sorry.
Yeah.
You have to raise your hand and wait to be called on before you can pull your phone.
Thank you. Can Mike still hear me if I'm right over here?
But all right. So the topic of discussion today,
yes,
is top 5 NHL players of all time. But as I expressed earlier when you brought that to my attention, there really is no top 5.
Yeah.
It's 6 through 2 best players of all time because we all know who the best hockey player of all time is.
I mean, is it Gretzky?
Of course.
It is Gretzky.
Yeah.
It's a great one.
He's like I mean, I'm not going to say it in magnitude of what they did for the game because I was going to say like other than Jackie Robinson, I can't think of any other player in their respective professional league that had their number retired universally across the board.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I mean, Jackie Robinson did it for obvious reasons, but like Gretzky did it as well. And
Yeah, he was known.
He's number 1.
Didn't he? He won like what 4 with Edmonton?
Yeah, he won a handful with Edmonton,
Mhm.
I think 4, and then obviously
He traded him to the Rangers.
No, he went.
Oh yeah,
He was with the Blues for a second.
He was with multiple teams.
He was with the Blues for a hot second, maybe I don't even remember how long. Then they traded him to the Kings, or vice versa. I forget where he went first, but he was a Blue, he was a King, and then he was a Ranger.
Yeah, wasn't he on the Kings before? Oh no, wasn't he on the Rangers before the Kings?
He retired a Ranger.
Yeah,
He never went anywhere else after that. He was at those.
we got his numbers on the rafter.
Oh yeah.
Do we?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. No, Gretzky. Let's see.
That's
What
like
year did he retire?
2000,
I have to look it up.
99.
Let's see. What's his name?
Yeah, he
Big Wayne.
He was in the league for a long time. He's since like the 70s, since like 1979.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Please, there's a player that will probably get mentioned at some point that played for 5 decades professional hockey.
Okay.
To anybody that's listening, they may be able to guess who that is.
Wait, repeat that one more time. I'm sorry.
There's one of the greatest players of all time. I'm not saying who yet. Played for 5 decades, professional.
Could be Jaromir Jagr.
Not Jagr.
That's a good question.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
All
Okay,
right,
Chief?
don't let me forget that one. But yeah, about your question before, if what's his name, Gretzky, if the Rangers retired his number to the rafters, like like the numbers in the jerseys,
Yeah.
they go high up. It says, well, for basketball, I don't know why.
Ewing.
Well, for basketball, but I put in for Rangers. Thought because I'm specific. I'm an asshole.
Nobody cares about the Knicks.
But yeah, I think it is his numbers retired out there because
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
New York does that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's kind of like Joe Montana being his number retired for Kansas City. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he was there for 2 years, 3 years,
Yeah.
played well, but it's not his thing.
Yeah.
NHL has their own Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They do.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they definitely
And he's
do.
obviously in there.
He is the only player, I believe, in NHL history, in NHL Hall of Fame history, because usually there's like a grace period after you retire in
Yeah.
sports. You retire, a couple years goes by, then you're eligible to be elected into the Hall of Fame. And Wayne Gretzky was the first player, I think, to be unanimously just like put in the Hall of Fame right after he retired. They're like, we're not waiting. You're
They just put
good.
him right
You're
there.
good. You're in.
Yeah.
You need
Everyone just knew already.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think second.
Let's
Well,
start from 6.
Yeah. Start from 6. Yeah. Well,
All right.
5, right?
6.
Or 6.
All right,
There's
all
one other
right,
player
all right.
on
Let's
there?
just for argument's sake, this is the top 5 NHL players of all time outside of Wayne Gretzky because we know he's the best.
Gotcha.
How about
Okay.
that? Let's make our lives easy. I was looking at a list of people, and I don't want to forget anybody. Let me pull it up.
Use your sources.
No, because I had a list, and I was like, those are them. But I don't want to go out of order.
So Tom,
I mean, we don't really. It doesn't really have to go in order. Just
well,
I
how
know,
we
but-
usually do on the podcast is like when we do a top 5, Pat will do his 5, you do your 5, he'll do his 4, you'll do your 4, and you go all the way down to 1, basically.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
like the formula that we basically worked with here. Yeah.
Okay.
I got you.
All right, so like my number 5 player of all time, Yager, hands down.
Yeah, he was on my list too.
Yeah,
He played on like, a lot of good teams.
He won cups with the Penguins.
Mm-hmm.
Did he didn't play with Crosby. He's too young.
I think
he did play with Lemieux.
Didn't he play with him for like 1 year? It was
Maybe
Crosby's like rookie year.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I'm not a Penguins fan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, screw the Penguins.
Hey, when I play NHL.
He plays the Penguins.
I play as the
Yeah,
Penguins.
they are a good team.
That's like playing
very good team.
It's like playing Madden like 07 and playing with the Patriots. It's
yeah,
just
right.
Like, all right,
mm-hmm.
That's not fair.
or like Kobe Bryant, like with the 2011 Lakers.
Yeah.
Like Matt Bornin. What's his name?
Who?
Matt Biernan or something like that. One of the basketball players.
I
don't know. I forget his last.
I'm not a basketball
Like
fan.
B-R-Y.
Oh, Andrew Bynum.
Yeah, Andrew Bynum. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I got that confused.
I can't believe I pulled that out of my ass.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna continue now. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
Where'd it go?
Yeah, you got him here.
I mean, there's Bobby Orr. He's
Mm-hmm.
got to be up there. I mean, I'm not that much of a historian of the game as much as I am with like football and stuff.
Yeah.
But Bobby Orr is an iconic Bruin. That was it him that scored that goal where he just dives through the crease.
Oh yeah.
And scores the goal
Mm-hmm.
to win.
Yeah.
Was it the cup? I don't remember if it was the cup or the finals, but
I think that's when they played. Last time they actually played the Bruins, or the Blues and Bruins played in the cup.
that was that.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, years ago.
Yeah, that was. Bobby Orr definitely deserves a place on that list.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, he might be number 2. Gordie Howe, who is the player that played in 5 decades.
Yeah.
He started playing in the 50s. No, hold on, let me pull that up. I read it. I didn't realize it because he played into his 50s.
Mm-hmm.
He played from where'd it go? Come on. Oh. He started playing professional hockey in 1962 for juniors in the OHA, which is I guess some like subsidiary little
Canadian town probably.
Yeah, no, it's the league, but it's probably like the Ontario Hockey Association or something.
Yeah.
And then he went to the Bruins in 66, and he played until 79. But I'm pretty sure he played a lot after that as well.
Mm-hmm.
For a couple of years. What am I looking at here? I'm looking at Bobby Orr. I'm like, I'm looking at Bobby Orr. I'm like, wait, this doesn't make sense. I'm pulling stuff out of my ass right now.
Watch right when you look him up. You go look him up on Google, and then there's a best picture of him like jumping across.
Yeah, I didn't realize it until I scrolled and I saw Bobby Orr. I was like, wait, what?
Can't miss him back.
All right, sorry.
Okay.
Gordie Howe.
Oh, okay.
Gordie Howe started playing in 45 in the USHL, went to the Red Wings, played the Red Wings until... I've been scrolling for a good 10 seconds. Until 71, and then played in the WHA, which I'm pretty sure... folded out. Where is it? That's the league where the Winnipeg Jets came from. So he played professional ice hockey outside of the NHL for an extra
maybe 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. No, he played until oh my god. Played until 1980 and then played one more year in 1997.
Oh my god.
Only appearing in one game and putting nothing on the score sheet. But like you see pictures of the guy playing.
Mm-hmm.
He stuck around because he wanted to play hockey with the Suns, kind of like Ken Griffey Sr.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember looking at a video of him skating around with his son, like his teammates and stuff. The man was ghostly gray. His hair. It was the funniest thing. I'm like, his grandpa showing these kids, and he's just wrecking kids on the ice.
Mm. No, well, it's good for these kids because now they're going to learn. Then they're probably going to carry on his tradition and everything.
Yeah, well, we don't hear too much about his kids.
So one day or later we will.
Yep. All right. So what was that, number 3?
Yeah.
Who did I say? I said Yager. I said Orr, and then I said Howe.
And you picked like 2 of mine.
Yeah, and my number, where'd it go? I have to put a goalie on here.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
And all right, maybe it's a little out of order, and you're probably gonna hate me.
Wait.
You're gonna hate me for saying it, and I hate myself for saying it. But you got to give respect to Marty Brodeur.
Yeah,
That dude's. I mean, just to put a goalie on there, he owns so many records. I mean, towards the end of his career, he was a little hit or miss. I have to say that, but the guy definitely deserves the recognition he deserves.
Although he did beat the Rangers, I think it was just one time in the playoffs.
Did he?
Yeah, 2012. That's when they lost in the conference championship.
Oh yeah, when they lost. No, they lost to the Kings that year.
Well, yeah.
Wait, who?
I'm talking about the
Rangers lost.
Yeah, losing to Brodeur. In
That's
the third.
They went to the Cup and lost to the Kings.
Mm-hmm. I think that they lost in Game 5 or Game 6.
Oh yeah, was that the one where was it Danny Green hit the game shot the game winner?
No, because there wasn't really a game. It was like that game was like 6-1. They got murdered. Devils.
Did they?
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's all a blur now.
But yeah, that was in 2011. That was such a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
We were so young. What, 2007? No, wait, 2011, right? Yeah.
We were 16.
Yeah, 16. Well, juniors. It's crazy.
Yep. But
yeah, Brodeur,
right.
He was good.
All right, let's not give Brodeur any more spotlight. Okay, screw that guy.
Yeah,
and obviously,
fans.
And I think the best player outside of Wayne Gretzky is Mario Lemieux. That dude was nuts. Why did I just copy you?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
We could discuss. I mean, Mario Lemieux. I mean, it was like Batman and Robin, Wayne Gretzky, and Mario Lemieux.
Mm-hmm.
The guy put up points every night. He was a good two-way player.
Yeah, he was.
Excellent skater.
He was on a lot of old teams too.
Yeah, and I want to pull up some records. I don't know what records he holds. So, oh yeah, aside from the fact that the guy beat cancer, didn't he beat lymphoma? Yeah, he beat Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
God bless him. I never knew that. Is his son Brendan Lemieux on the Rangers right now?
No, I don't think so. No, Brendan Lemieux's dad is I forget his name. Something Lemieux. But his father was no schlub either.
Yeah.
But it wasn't Mario Lemieux.
Okay. I always thought whenever I saw like Brendan Lemieux like score a goal, I always think like, oh, maybe is that Mario Lemieux's son? Just such a last name. Such a hard
It is a
name.
common last name. Hey, the Giants have a Lemieux.
Mm-hmm. Do they? Oh, what the corner?
Shane Lemieux, the guard.
Middle linebacker.
He's a guard.
Oh, guard, offensive.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What?
Lemieux. So you were saying that him and Gretzky was like a Batman and Robin kind of.
Yeah, I mean they weren't on the same team.
Oh, okay.
But
thinking, yeah.
kind of like Sidney Crosby and Alexander Ovechkin of our generation of players, where like Crosby's putting up 45 goals a year, Ovechkin's putting up almost 60 goals a year, but Crosby puts up 120 points or whatever in a season because he's got 60 assists, and Ovechkin has 40 power play goals in a season because he just posts up in his wheelhouse on the left side.
They just they're both like when they play hockey, they take crack and it's like crazy how they play.
You ever see the players do smelling salts on the bench?
Yeah, no,
it's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I saw.
You'll see it's like they're doing drugs. They're just like.
You're like this. You'll see one you see the defenseman handing it to
they'll pass it around.
They'll pass it around like this, like that.
But
is that like one of the only sports that the players do that?
I think baseball does.
No, I think it's a common thing. It's just funny because I mean you ever listen to like a sport mic'd up? They do it for baseball, they do it for football.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you hear it all the time. And sometimes, like, some of the stuff you hear in football fields when players are mic'd up are so funny. But one of the funniest things is hockey players mic'd up.
Yeah.
I love it. It's they're such goons to each other on the ice.
Are they constantly, like, talking shit about the other team?
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Every team.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's his name used to do it all the time to Brodeur?
Sean Avery.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sean Avery was a Ranger. And
he was a tool bag.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He was.
Like he was McGregor of hockey, would you say?
Yeah, but not as like McGregor. in McGregor's prime, he was up here. Sean was never like that,
okay.
but he was a good player.
He was like on the fourth line, like so. Like there's
Yeah, he was a beat 'em up guy.
yeah.
You know,
He was like kind of like the enforcer, but like a fighter.
He was a scrappy guy. But there's one time Brodor's trying to follow the puck across the ice and stuff, and Avery's literally standing in front of him, waving his stick, ghosting in front of Brodeur like this, so that Brodeur can't see anything, and he's just like standing in front of him, and Brodeur could not see a thing and let up a goal. That was so controversial. They ended up making a rule called the Sean Avery rule, where you can't face guard the goalie.
I actually forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
But like for years they would go back and forth and just say stuff to each other, chirp at each other, poke check each other. But
yeah, they had some throwdowns.
Yeah.
Just that rivalry, Rangers and Devils. It's been ever since I've been watching it. Maybe since like 2000. I think I first started watching hockey was maybe 2008. When they actually, that's when they lost to the Capitals. I remember.
I honestly didn't start watching until like 2012, after they lost to the Devils, and the Devils lost to the Kings.
Oh, so junior year.
That's I was late to the party, but there's one thing that I picked up on real quick is the terminology that people in the hockey community use. My favorite being pigeon.
Oh, yeah.
Meaning what?
I'm assuming it means someone who chirps a lot.
Oh, okay.
You chirping, you pigeon.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I forgot what player it was. It was mic'd up. You gotta keep chirping, you pigeon. He's like squawking and stuff at the play.
Oh, was that Travis Konecny?
I don't remember. I just remember seeing him. I was dying.
They're like, get in the box.
If you ever have a chance to look at like hockey fights and like what leads up to it, and like the chirping in between, it's so funny.
Yeah, it's very funny.
They say the most absurd things sometimes, and it's funny because like they all have really like North Midwestern American and Canadian accents.
Yeah.
So they all sound really polite doing it.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, you're having a bad game today, eh?
Yeah, that accent.
Like that. But back to Mario Lemieux. The records that he holds the record for shorthanded goals in a season with 13. He's the only player to score 30-plus power play goals in 2 different seasons. That's surprising because Ovechkin exists. And Ovechkin literally does nothing but score.
Yeah. Especially
on power plays.
Yeah. Guy just rips like 102 mile per hour shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lines up in the same spot every single time.
And people just forget that he's there.
Yeah, he just drifts away. All of a sudden gets a pass and he just hammers
One
it.
timer, yeah.
But
I actually see like smoke come off that puck. Swear to God.
Lemieux owns the record for the most power play points in a season. Highest empty net goal. Wait, what? Highest empty net goal game ratio. That's a dumb one. Highest empty net. Screw the empty net goals. Those aren't fun. Most goals scored or assisted on in a season. 57.3% of the team's goals.
Wow,
that's impressive. The only NHL player ever to score 5 goals 5 different ways in one game: an even strength, a power play, a penalty kill, a penalty shot, and an empty netter.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to think about that for a second. So
also a penalty shot during the game, obviously.
So he did that. Wait, he's the. Okay, so he did. I guess he did that once.
He was the first player to do that ever.
Yes.
Okay.
He has the highest career goals per game average with a .710. Most points in a single All-Star game. They don't really try. They don't really try in All-Star games.
Yeah, no, it's pointless. I feel like it's just for like moves and everything.
Yeah. Wait, the list goes on and on. He has like a handful of shared records with other players too.
I mean, you just really went over the ones that we needed to know.
Yeah, I mean, like
Stanley Cups and everything.
Yeah.
Well, did you mention the Cups or not?
No, I did not.
My bad. I'm almost pushed over your thing.
Well, you're
it's not nice.
Oh, no.
Jerk.
Where the hell? What the fuck? Did you buy those at like GameStop or something or no?
I bought those at like Comic-Con.
What, the Funko Pops?
MagFest, yeah. A whole bunch.
Are you still collecting them?
That I went to. I haven't because of COVID and everything, because I haven't been anywhere. Mm-hmm. But once I get back to them, for sure, I'll be getting more.
I think he's a character on Fortnite.
Yeah, he is.
Who?
Groot? Yeah, he is.
Groot?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah,
it's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Well, that's where.
Oh yeah, I forgot they did that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, Fortnite does that. That's stupid. gameplay on Fortnite with all the superheroes.
I
and
mean,
the
I think it's
abilities.
cool. They keep on trying to make it relevant and whatnot. You know? But yeah.
You know who they should put into Fortnite?
Yeah.
Mario Lemieux.
Yeah. or Henrik Lundqvist.
Henrik Lundqvist.
Yeah.
Stop. I don't want to talk about it.
That won't get you started.
Anyway, all right. We'll talk about Henrik Lundqvist when you give me your list.
Mm-hmm.
Who you got for me, Chief?
Sixth person, I would probably say it's kind of hard to say because there's really like a lot of good players from the time that like hockey started.
Yeah, 90% of them were Canadians from the 20s until 1990s.
They're literally you'll watch videos like you'll literally watch them. They'll be born out of the ice and they'll have a stick and they'll jump out of the ice and they'll just jump up and they'll just start skating. That's how good they are.
The Canadians are the New York Yankees of hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I forget how many cups they have, but they have at least 20.
Who are the Canadians?
Canadians.
I think they have 25.
There's one, I forget who the player is too, but there's one player who has like 12 cup wins.
What's amazing to me is that besides soccer, there's no, and you know, correct me if I'm wrong, there's no other like professional sport, USA professional sport that has other countries involved.
Baseball.
Based like in the MLB?
Yeah, Toronto Blue Jays.
Oh, the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah.
I forgot about them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so baseball and hockey. They both have Canadian teams on them.
Yeah, just
What else? Wait, hold on. There's probably one more. Oh yeah, basketball. Toronto Raptors.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Canada is pretty involved with all them. Okay.
Yeah, but it's usually one team. Actually, the MLB used to have the Montreal Expos too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
But
Yeah, a lot of Toronto teams are in a lot of sports, basketball, just not football.
which they were saying they want to try, but
Yeah, I don't think they'll get a big fan base.
no.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I keep
All right, here.
getting
Well,
sidetracked from your list.
I'm gonna get this goalie off my chest. You ready?
You get what off your chest?
This goalie off my chest.
Okay.
Patrick Roy.
Patrick Waugh.
No, Roy. R-O-Y. Is
Waugh.
that? Oh, Ra.
Waugh.
Oh.
It's pronounced Waugh.
Ra.
Waugh.
you
Waugh.
serious?
Yeah, like
R-O-Y?
yeah, it's Canadian. It's French Canadian.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Patrick Waugh.
I
Patrick
was
Roy.
gonna say
Oh.
French, but I wasn't sure if it was
Yeah.
also
Oh, I
Canadian.
thought you were like saying like an accent or something like. Ra.
Yeah, I am. It's an
okay.
accent.
Oh,
It's
God.
French. It's French Canadian.
I'm saying it right.
Like Alexis Lafreniere.
Mm-hmm.
It's
French.
Patrick Roy.
Yeah, like the little accent I did before.
Yeah, you like my French accent? I'm not French.
Not French either. But yeah, he was really good. He played on the Avs.
He won a cup. He won 2 cups with the Canadians too.
Yep.
He's one of them.
He did a really good job on that team.
That dude was good.
Yeah, he was. He gave all the people in the Atlanta and the Patrick division, like back in the what was it, like 90s.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. They beat the the Maple Leafs a lot.
When they were good.
Yeah, when they were good. Yeah, that's when he was on the Canadians.
Another goalie that needs to be mentioned, Hasek. I like Hasek from the Buffalo Sabres.
Mm-hmm.
That dude was nuts. Honestly, I'd say he's better than Murdor, to be honest with you.
He had to have at least like 50 shutouts.
Hasek?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
yes,
had a lot.
I think he won 6 Vezina trophies.
Mm-hmm.
That's unheard of. I don't think anybody else has come close to that.
I can't even remember when the last time that happened.
I'm curious. I want to look that up. Who has the most Vezina trophies?
And Pat, who was your defenseman of your favorite defenseman? Well, we're doing top 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the best defenseman out there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the game has changed since before we started watching it. Even like when our parents they would probably watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe when they were like in their 40s, and early on. I think Brian Leach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
He's
Yeah.
up there. That's when he was on the 94 Rangers and 95 too. I think they came close to 95, right? Didn't they lose in like a second round or?
I think they had like a big like faux pas in the playoffs and ended up getting bounced.
So yeah, Leach he was phenomenal. Like just watching him, he kind of reminds me of Tony DeAngelo right now. Reminds me of him.
Easy, Tiger.
No,
Easy.
I think so.
Easy. There are a lot of Ranger fans that say Tony DeAngelo shouldn't even be on the roster.
Really?
Yeah,
dude, he's so good.
He has inconsistent. He's a little inconsistent. Like he's a great offensive defenseman. You know, he's got a little bit of edge to him, but sometimes you just wonder why he's skating in the places that he's skating, covering the people that he's covering. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like, you know, but we'll see what happens to him. He could develop. He's young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is.
But let's see if they sign him. I think he's up. I think his contract's up.
I'm just glad they got rid of Stahl. I actually rather have Tony DeAngelo back.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, no,
Stahl,
he's still on the team. Stahl got brought up.
Stahl was a skating bag of bones.
Yeah,
by the end of
dude,
his career. Tortorella wrecked his career.
Dude, watching him
Same thing
play,
as Girardi. Dan Girardi.
Girardi was a lot better though. I like Girardi way more.
But again, Tortorella really asked a lot from his defensemen, and they all paid the price for it.
Tortorella, do you ever like
John Tortorella?
You ever like when you're on Instagram? Because I'm sure like a lot of people like he used to be when he was the coach of the Blue Jackets of like 2 years ago, and I think he's still their coach right now, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Watching videos of him, I'm sure you've probably seen him on YouTube or anything, but that guy is like a psychopath. Like
he tried to fight the Calgary Flames.
Yeah, in their locker room. In the stadium. So in hockey, there's like here's the penalty boxes, so like the wrinkles like this, and then there's the two teams right here. Usually they have like one locker room and a locker room per team.
Yeah, so you got the bench here, and Pierre Maguire here.
Yeah, and then they'll have like an alley that connects both locker rooms, so both players will walk past each other at the end of the game.
Yeah. But
at that game, it was a rivalry, right? I think it was.
It was Vancouver and Calgary.
Oh, Vancouver and Calgary.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was when Alain Vigneault came to coach us. He went to didn't he go to Vancouver or did he go straight to?
I think
he had to have been in Vancouver. Why
yeah, I think at one point he was in Vancouver.
Look. Oh, anyway, yeah. Dominic Hasek has the most Vezina trophies with 6.
Gotcha.
In the modern hockey era, from 81 on.
Yeah.
So tell me what happened exactly.
So
why did he try to fight?
I think his team lost the lead, and then the team came back obviously, and they beat them, and he was just really pissed that his team just they lost the lead like so bad. So he was just like very like he was like livid, like he was pissed. That guy, he would get on like people's like skin and a lot, like the players. Even if like I remember when he was the coach for the Rangers, he would be on their ass all the time.
Yeah, he was a very hard-nosed coach. Yeah,
even if they were up 3-1, like he would say like keep playing, because usually when people are playing and they have the lead, they kind of like slack off, they get lazy and everything.
Yeah.
They don't get like the puck out, and when they're on the power play and they just score, and then next thing you know it's 3-3 and they get scored on. And then the coach, Tortorella, in his shoes, he just loses his mind. Yeah, the guy's literally like he's a good coach. They should make a movie about him.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, he was on Vancouver in 2014. In the first intermission, he went into the Calgary Flames dressing room area to confront the coach after a line brawl.
Oh wow! I don't know, but for some reason, so it had to be another one. That's because I remember one time he got really pissed, and he went actually in the locker room too. Or it might be the same.
Well, that's what it was. He was trying to go into the locker room, and everybody was like holding him back, and all the Calgary Flames players were like, "No, let him back here. Come on, let's talk." You know what I mean? Obviously, they would beat the shit out of him, but
and you got players in the back, they're stealing their sticks, like snatching them and everything.
They're all sharpening their blades.
Yeah, right.
Like, yeah, come on, let's go. You cut your neck out.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yo, Frank, you ever see that? The guy, what was his name? He was a goalie, Clint Malarchuk. The goalie, I think Clint. You know who I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
He, I think he was on the Sabres. Someone came skating. I don't remember who they were playing, but someone came flying in, lost their edge, and slid into Clint Malarchuk, the goaltender.
Yeah. Skates
up and hit him in the neck. I think they cut his jugular.
No way.
And he was just, and he takes his helmet up. He goes like this, and just blood starts flying out onto the ice.
Holy
shit! It was like a fountain.
Yeah, it looked like they were. It literally looked like they were bleeding a tuna out on the ice. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, it happened in like the 80s. He almost died.
Yeah,
I would believe so.
There was like a trainer that just came right out on the ice, and he just got a towel and he put it on him. After like 5 seconds, the thing was just like drenched with like blood. I mean, that was
And this is from the stick?
Skates.
the skates.
Oh, okay,
Hockey
that makes
skate,
that. Yeah.
The
Henrik
defenseman-
Lundqvist took a stick to the neck.
Yeah, that was bad.
Dude, that reminds me of some Blades of Glory shit. You know the trick that will.
Yeah, the Iron Lotus.
Yeah, the Iron Lotus. Yeah, that's what it
Such a
reminds
funny
me.
name.
Literally that.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Actually, the was that Ryan McDonough's stick that got lifted up into Henrik Lundqvist's neck.
I think so.
Remember when he finished that game?
Yeah, he did.
And they said he should not have been allowed to go back into the game because what he had like a pinched blood vessel or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what it was, but they were saying like it could have easily cut off blood flow to his brain and killed him.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
then he was out for a month.
That was in 2014, right?
Yeah, because Cam Talbot came in and lit the Rangers on fire,
Yeah.
and then we
Can't tell it.
let him go to Edmonton where he's rotted ever since.
Same thing with Rangers players like Rick Nash that comes to the team.
Rick Nash.
Rick Nash. That's a power play goal. PPG, baby.
Yeah, just not in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, right. Slacker. But you know who was a good player in the playoffs against the Rangers in '94?
Who?
This is my third guy, Pavel Bure.
Oh God, yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good. Yeah, Russian. Or they call him the Russian Rocket or something like that.
Yeah, dude, that guy was an animal.
Mm-hmm.
He made a lot of plays. I mean, I can't say like I remember a whole lot from that series, but I think he put up some points against the Rangers.
Yeah, he made it a series because everybody was saying like, "Oh, the Rangers are gonna mop the floor with Vancouver." Rangers are the heavy favorites in the series.
Mhm.
Ended up going to 6 games.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Pavel Bure was very good player.
Yeah. I liked him. I liked him a lot. I remember, I think on one of the NHL games, like they had like the 94 mode, and I think you could play actually a couple players. It wasn't like the whole roster from the teams.
Mhm.
It was like a couple players, and I played with him. Like I think he was lefty or righty, but I think he was a lefty, and I just played with him all the time.
Mm.
Like I would just get snipes all the time with him. He was pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know too much about him. I know he's on
Yeah.
Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
I love the uniforms that they had in '94.
Yeah.
The black with the yellow.
Yeah. What is that logo on the?
It's just their old uniforms.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, they're sick. And the old ones before that with the giant V in the middle.
Mhm.
You ever see those?
Yeah, I saw him.
Mm.
Nice throwback. If I were to get a lot of jerseys and be like very collecting
Mm-hmm.
person,
Get a Pavel Bure.
yeah, that's what I get.
94.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking the same thing. I saw this thing pop up on my Instagram, and the concept of it was a little tacky to me because it was just like, all right, some douche is just gonna wear these because they were just like muscle like basketball shirts, but they were really tight and they were hockey and they were embroidered and stuff. They looked nice, but I was just like, I don't know if I could see myself ever wearing that. But the one that was displayed was a Pavel Bure, whatever.
Yeah. With that
Vancouver.
accents again.
Exactly. So
I think hockey jerseys are very fashionable.
The sweaters.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're very like warm too. I feel like it's something you could wear.
I
Like,
used to wear them at gigs on the hot stage.
oh yeah.
God bless
I'd be
you.
drenched
I'm
in
sure.
sweat.
You
Oh
have a
my
towel, you
God.
just start wiping your forehead.
Skinny jeans and a Ryan McDonough sweater. Oh my
Dude, I remember
God.
I remember you got that jersey. What was it like 5 years ago? And I think you got it like
Probably longer.
really.
Yeah.
I remember you got that jersey. It was like a couple weeks before New Year's, and you rocked it to like J Mills.
Yeah.
And like, yo, look at this jersey. I'm like, yo, sweet.
Dude, my uncle has been getting them for me for Christmas lately. They're really cool. I have a handful now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that every time he gets me when the player gets traded, he got me Capo Caco last Christmas.
Hopefully they don't get. He doesn't.
Dude,
get traded.
I hate buying any sort of sports
Jersey.
attire
Mhm.
with anybody's names on them. The only one I've ever had that the player never left was Eli Manning.
Eli.
Okay, but all right, I got. Oh yeah, and if you want to, I got a Mikko Koivu Minnesota Wild
Dude,
sweater.
you had that.
I love that thing, and he's still there, but.
Dude, he's
It's
old.
not my team. Though. Like I like Minnesota Wild as like a team to root for in the West, but they're not my team.
Yeah.
But okay, Ryan McDonough traded to the Tampa Bay Lightning.
All the Rangers. They're like,
Callahan traded to the Tampa Bay Lightning.
you know what? team
Zuccarello traded to the Stars.
You know Callahan. You know what team he's on right now?
Tampa Bay.
Well, no, he got traded. He's not on there anymore.
What?
Yeah, he's on the.
He didn't win a cup?
No, he's on. What a bastard.
Nah, I like Callahan, but
Dude, he asked for too much money. I mean, he asked for a lot of money. When I mean a lot, it was like
I mean, he was our captain.
Yeah, but like I don't know, he just like I think what happened with him, he just got like the best that like get to him. You know, I don't think New York was good for him. I think
Another player that Tortorella ruined, in my opinion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tortorella's always being bad in the locker room. I don't know why.
It's not even that. It's just like the way, he's a very defensive-minded coach. So like everybody was forced to put their body on the line to stop pucks. Which is fine. You want to do that, but it takes its toll after a while. Dan Girardi broke his ankle like 3 times taking slap shots off the ankle. Stahl was never the same after Tortorella left. As he aged, it just got worse.
Stahl, dude, I know I said before, is like watching him. Is like watching like paint drip down from like a wall.
Mm-hmm.
But his brother Eric,
still a beast.
Yeah, still a beast.
Still a beast.
I think he drilled him right into the boards.
Yeah, he hurt him.
Yeah, he hurt him bad. I think he hurt his eye too. That's why he couldn't see.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he can't even. Whenever he shoots, the puck just goes like into the stands and it hits somebody. He can't even get it. even if there was a goalie like standing right in front. I'm sorry, I take that back. If a goalie wasn't standing in front of the net, he probably just hit the crossbar and the puck would break because of how hard he shot it.
Leave a nice little ding.
Yeah, right, a little ding off the crossbar. No, but listen to this. The fourth player.
This is your second player then, right? Like
this is your number.
You started with 5, 4, 3, 2.
No, yeah.
Now you're on 2.
Yeah, 2.
Okay. Just trying to make sure we're on the same page here.
Thank you. With second player, Ray Bork.
Ray Bork.
Yeah.
Beast.
Another Canadian.
Yeah.
Another Canadian that's been born out of the ice.
Doesn't his son play in the NHL?
I think he's on the Canadians last time I checked. No, he might be on another team. I'll have to check. Let's see what's.
I don't know too much about him, so I can't comment.
Mm-hmm.
I just know the name.
Are most of these players that you're bringing up are Canadian?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hockey.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of good American players.
Yeah, Patrick Kane.
Yeah, dude. It's always fun watching him. Him and then Crosby.
Well, Crosby's not American.
I don't know why I said.
Yeah.
I thought he was. I don't know why I thought he was American.
No,
can't say that.
Not. We don't claim. We don't claim him.
Giroux. Speaking of Flyers,
Drew's Canadian.
Yeah. Oh shit.
They're all Canadian. Yeah, Giroux. That's so Canadian.
Drew, why do you have that poster right there?
Oh yeah, we saw that before while you were getting water.
That's when you went a couple years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a year or 2 ago, and it was like fan appreciation day.
To those who can't see, there's a Philadelphia Flyers poster to my left.
Yeah.
It is not. Is it visible on this? It's barely visible on the camera.
Shane Gaspierre is hugging his buddy, and some guy's missing teeth staring into my soul.
That might be.
Who's the alternate captain with the teeth missing there?
Might be Voracek. Well, no, that's
not Voracek.
No, Voracek's 93.
I don't know who their other alternates are.
Reed, maybe? I don't know.
But he's missing teeth. He needs to get that fixed. They're all missing teeth, though. Who might have
I don't know how they don't just give him like dentures. Like, don't they have like the best doctors? Oh, they probably just take him out because they don't want them to get ruined. There's really no point.
I know like Brent Burns has all of his teeth missing, but I'm pretty sure like once he's retired, he'll probably go to the dentist and be like, "Fuck me up."
Yeah, right.
Just put a whole new set in.
Dentist like say no more, fam.
Sure, that's a $10,000 mouth.
But yeah, the Flyers. They had. I see what they have. Shane Gostisbehere.
Yeah,
he's pretty good.
Yeah, didn't he have a down year this year?
I can't say because I haven't really been watching that much of Flyers.
I tend to tune out trashy teams.
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
On that.
Frank was supposed to be here. We could have roasted him to his face, but
no, he's another one. He would know a lot more famous players. He's good.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he'd be a lot better with a lot more football too.
Yeah.
Big LT. Well, anyway, we can't get distracted. So the last one, you're gonna like this one. I can't believe that you didn't say this. I was surprised.
I know exactly who you're about to say.
Who do you think?
The captain.
That's right, Mark Messier.
Yeah, boy.
I'm surprised. I was like, wow, my Pat didn't really say him.
Listen. I mean, I like Mark Messier as a person and a player.
Yeah.
I think he is the play out of all the players. I think he is the player that, like, if you were in war, you'd want him to be your platoon commander. Mm-hmm. You know, the one rallying you to go into battle.
You know what he would be? You know what he would do?
What?
He would probably like jump on a grenade, on a live grenade.
Literally, he'd jump on a live grenade,
blow up in his face.
Yeah. He was the captain. He was the captain of the Rangers when they won the Stanley Cup in '94.
Okay.
He also won 3 or 4 cups, playing alongside Wayne Gretzky in Edmonton.
Yeah.
Along with
that was in
Paul
the 80s.
Coffey and I forget the other guy's name, Yari Curry or whatever.
A lot of stars at that time.
Yeah, that Edmonton team was so good. Mm-hmm. It wasn't just Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah, no, there's a lot more players.
You know, so half that team is in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm. I really love what he did with 9/11. I mean, all the players in that time.
Oh yeah, when he skated over to the FDNY firefighter and took his helmet.
Yeah, the helmet on and everything.
Yeah, after 9/11 happened, they did like this thing at Madison Square Garden, and Mark Messier skated over to one of the firefighters, and he gave him his fireman's helmet. And during the national anthem, there's just this little shot of Mark Messier standing there emotional with the FDNY. You see the big on his helmet.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
He's a good guy. I really like him a lot.
Yeah, not bad for a Canadian.
Yeah, no, right. Got me there. Yeah, but big mess. I love that guy.
Yeah, the guy is the embodiment of a professional, and he's ballsy too. He what's it called? When the Rangers were playing the Devils, he called the win for them to win the game 6, and he went out there and scored. Mm-hmm. And then obviously we know what happened in the next game.
Yeah, Eddie Giacomo, didn't he tie it up? No, what's his name? Giacomo. No, Mattei.
Yeah, Stefan Mattei.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Matteo.
The wraparound goal, stuffed it right in.
Yeah.
Brodeur, take that.
People forget that Brodeur was the goalie for that team because that was so long ago now. In 1994, Brodeur is such a contemporary name in hockey.
Almost 26 years ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
your list.
That's my list.
You're gonna sign off on that.
Sign off, put the contract, seal it up.
True.
Take it away, Frank.
I think the most important question though, outside of who we think are the best NHL players, the real question is,
let me hear it.
Are you a crackhead?
Depends.
Are you rooting for the Kraken?
Oh, Seattle.
Seattle Kraken.
Who do you think what stars do you think they're gonna get from teams?
I don't know. Hopefully none of ours.
Yeah, no.
So Seattle got awarded an expansion franchise to the NHL, so they're gonna start a team in Seattle.
Oh, okay.
And they're the Seattle Kraken.
I thought they were already a team.
Nah.
Really?
I think they were in like the 20s.
Because the name Kraken is very familiar to me.
You're thinking of Gary Sanchez on the Yankees? They call him the Kraken.
No, I literally thought. When did this happen? When was
this summer? This
off season.
Oh, really? Maybe that's when I heard it then. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Possibly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But their fans are crackheads.
Yeah. Krakens for crackheads for Kraken.
Yeah. And their arena is the Crack House.
Penthouse. Oh, shit goes on to the Penthouse.
I love it. But yeah, I'll be rooting for the Crack. I'm all for it.
Yeah, why not,
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I rooted for the Vegas Golden Knights. They exceeded my expectations 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Another expansion team
team out in the West. Mm-hmm. So that means they got to put one in the East. Well, there was an uneven amount of teams, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm. I think the West needs 2 more teams for it to be even up.
Is it?
Yeah. Might be. I think it might be a little less than 2, so obviously 1.
Hold on. So,
yeah, I know the Pacific is short, and the Central has, I think, 10, I believe. But yeah, who will go into the East?
The Eastern Conference. Hold on, I'm looking right now. Eastern Conference is split into 2 divisions. The Eastern Conference contains 16 teams, while the Western Conference has 15. And that's been since. I don't know how accurate that is.
I think. Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm surprised you didn't have Rick Nash on your list.
Yeah, I know. Nash.
Nasher.
Nash.
The guy was good. Mm-hmm. Very good player.
I wouldn't say top 5.
He disappeared.
no.
Not even like top 50.
Really?
I wouldn't even consider him in the top 100, 200 players of all time.
Wow.
He was good for a hot minute. And I mean, by me saying he was only good for a hot minute, that undervalues his career, because he was a good career player. He was. But he hit, as far as goal scoring, he was good for a couple of years. You know,
he had his downfall. Like the peak went down whenever he made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, and then when all season happened, they'll come back on. Regular season, they'd be good, and then
he'd score 40 goals and then disappear once the playoffs started. But the thing is that, like, people always say, like, oh yeah, he never scored in the playoffs. You're right, and that's what they paid him for. That's what they traded for him for. That's what they paid him for. Did they trade for him? I don't remember. If they traded for him, that's what they traded for him.
I forget what they got for him.
But didn't they send They sent Dubinsky there.
Oh yeah, from Columbus.
Yeah, I don't remember what the transaction was. All I know is Rick Nash ended up in New York and Dubinsky ended up in Columbus. But people forget, like, okay, yeah, he didn't score in the playoffs, but he was still a good two-way player. He would still dish the puck, put himself in good positions, and in defense, he would sell himself out. You know, he'd jump in front of pucks. He'd play the puck well. He was good at the forecheck. You know, people don't realize that he was a big man. It's like 6'3". You know, so
he wasn't really big of a fighter either. He just took.
No, he was just a player.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he'd drop the gloves if he had to, but
yeah. I remember Jimmy Vesey, the one time he got into a fight.
Didn't he get his ass kicked?
I think he did. Yeah.
I mean, the kid is like 12 years old, going on 30.
He's out there. He's what, like 24?
I don't know.
Yeah.
All I know is the kid looked like just that, a kid out there. So,
Yeah.
But he's gone. Another name lost to the sands of New York's time.
How do you feel about the Lightning winning the cup?
They were due.
Yeah, no, it was past due.
They've been trying for the past 6 years. About time.
They could have won at least a lot. Numbers wise, I'm gonna say maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, they got pretty much all of our core players, the Rangers' core players over the last 6 years.
Rangers 2.0.
Strawman, McDonough, JT Miller, who I don't think we ever should have got rid of.
Yeah.
Callahan was there for the bulk of that.
That's pretty much it, right?
Anybody else?
I'm having a brain fart right now. I think you can name them.
I think that's it. But like the other role players on that team, Tyler Johnson, Stamkos, obviously their captain Stamkos, Victor Hedman, Braden Point, Kevin Shattenkirk. Another one, Kevin Shattenkirk.
Of course, when he goes there, he wins. Like, these Rangers.
And here's my thing about Kevin Shattenkirk. Okay, I like the guy because he's a local what?
Take a shit. Shattenkirk.
All right. He's a hometown guy. You know, it's kind of like Todd Frazier playing for the Yankees and Mets. He's a hometown guy. So obviously we have a little bit of, I like the guy for that. But when he showed up here, he did nothing.
Yeah. Dude,
that sucks.
Yeah, I know. I remember everybody was saying how, like, when he first joined the team, everybody was like, "Yeah, this is what we need.
We needed a point man on the power play, and he was that.
Yeah, he was.
And now he's not.
Yeah, he. I must say he wasn't like extremely bad, but he had his games. Like, he had really good passing.
He was a liability on defense.
Yeah. You know who's a liability? Dan on the Rangers. Well, I just said his first name, Dan Boyle. That guy. Hey, oh my God, I don't really like him.
He was old though.
Yeah.
He was old when we got him. If we got him 4 years earlier, he probably would have been really good.
Yeah, they would have like exchanged a pick for when he was younger or something. 4 years younger from San Jose.
That's where he came from.
Yeah, I think so.
Was it Vancouver?
I'm not sure. Let's look it up on the web.
It's not worth it.
Oh,
it's Dan Boyle. It's Dan Boyle.
Yeah, I know. But Dan Boyle played for the Rangers, so we gotta look him up.
All right, coach. All right.
Don't fuck with Tom and his Rangers.
Yeah. No, I know.
I love the Rangers. Who would you say the 2 best fighters are right now in the league? Well, here, let me say. I think the ones right now are probably Jara starting off right now. He's on top of the pyramid. And it's either
both in height and in strength. Yes, he's on top of the pyramid. Chara.
Yeah. And then I'm thinking
Guy's a giraffe.
Reeves. Ryan Reeves on the
that dude drops people.
Yeah, he does. He's always like, whenever they go to fight, they're like he's like this, and he's like giving them the stare down. He looks at them and he's like, yeah, you're gonna get dropped right in the mouth. And he just pops them right in the mouth, and then they go down. His opponent, Tom Wilson.
Fuck Tom Wilson.
Another dick.
I hate Tom Wilson.
Yeah, dude, he could play.
Tom Wilson?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's a scumbag.
I know, but I'm saying like he backs it up. Him. Brady Tkachuk. Oh, I can't stand. I like Tom Wilson.
I could see Brady Tkachuk being a Ranger.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, his name's been floating around.
I don't know. Would you rather have him? Would you rather have him or his brother? Matt. That's his name, Matt, right? His brother?
Yeah, Matt Tkachuk.
Yeah.
I would think I'd rather have Brady Tkachuk.
Yeah.
He's a defenseman, isn't he?
I think he's on forward.
Yeah.
I think it's either a left wing or
one
right
of
wing.
one of them's a defenseman.
Yeah.
Whichever one the defenseman is.
Mm-hmm. So that way, when he gets out of the Calgary, Zach how do you say his last name? Kyson?
Who?
Zach Kyson on Edmonton. Him and Brady Tkachuk, they always go at it in the fights. He's a young bull guy.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, whenever you get a chance, look up Zach Kyson.
Okay.
His last name is spelled Kaissan. Yeah, remember that. What's the minute on this video right now? 45 minutes?
No idea.
Oh, okay.
It just goes until you're done.
Oh, really?
Until you've had your fill.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just I keep looking over your right shoulder, and there's just this really jacked, naked Colonel Sanders saying, "What's good?" And I'm looking at it.
You got Homer Simpson, like giving me flipping me the two birds.
Yeah. No, but it's just like I got sexy Colonel Sanders telling me what's good. You know.
Is this guy Frank? Is this guy from what's his
Rick and Morty?
Yeah, Rick and Morty. Yeah. I'm gonna call that. That's what I was about to say. Damn, holy shit, you knew that a lot.
I sticker bomb the shit out of that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking about buying like a cheap guitar body and putting a whole bunch of stickers on it.
That would be sick.
Then putting like a clear coat on top of it so it just preserves it.
Hell yeah.
They don't fold in the edges and everything.
That's what I should have done with this, because you could see they're fucking peeling off some of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a dresser though.
Yeah, yeah, true.
Yeah, just stick it back on with tape or something.
Or I'll just buy more stickers and replace them.
Or you could peel them off with a razor blade, put some glue on them, and put them somewhere else.
That is true too.
It's a good idea.
That is true too.
But just make sure you save that Colonel Sanders one.
Oh yeah,
it's nice.
absolutely.
It's nice.
That one's staying strong.
It's nice. Yeah, clearly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just like and I like how there's a hand holding a banana directly beneath him.
Yeah. Yep.
You got Harley Quinn too.
H. Quinn, yeah.
H. Quinn. Margot Robbie.
The best.
Margot Robbie. Gotta love her.
Yeah, greatest NHL player of all time.
Yeah, right?
Does the NHL players, does the NHL teams have cheerleaders or no?
No.
Surprisingly
They should, and have them in skates and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what they do have? The people that come out during TV timeouts and intermissions with the giant shovels.
Oh yeah, and they just collect all
the
loose
loose ice off the surface. They're usually like dressed cheerleader like I would say.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
I forgot about them.
Yeah, I mean I wouldn't consider them cheerleaders, but it's eye candy going across the ice. It's basically the same thing.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Gotcha.
you get ran over by a Zamboni.
Oh my god. They're like, ah.
Oh yeah.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Deadpool was driving.
You over with the Zamboni.
I'm sorry, this is taking so long.
Dude, I wish I didn't see that.
Yeah.
You never saw that?
No.
Yeah, he's got the guy. He's torturing him. He's got him bleeding out. He's trying to crawl off the ice. He's got both his legs broken or something. And pulls on a Zamboni coming after him on the ice.
Never give Deadpool a pair of keys to a Zamboni.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. He'll find his creative ways to use it.
Yeah, right.
Oh well.
All right.
I think that's all I got.
Yeah, the fighters. I think it's Reeves and with Chara on the top.
I wanted to watch Chara fight Zuccarello so bad because Zdeno Chara is 6'7" without skates on.
Yeah.
And Matt Zuccarello is maybe 5'7" with skates on. I'm ballparking.
He's
there,
gonna
but
he's gonna need a ladder to get up to him to throw like a right hook or something like that.
when they used to play, when Zuccarello was on the Rangers and they would play the Bruins, they would kind of like check each other and stuff.
Yeah,
It was funny. It was like, oh, please do it.
Well, Char knows that he'll fuck him up. Excuse my French. So.
No, no big deal.
No, so you know French now.
I know a little bit. Some words.
Yeah, sure. But all you have to do is just walk up to Zuccarello and just go right on the head.
Mm-hmm.
He'd probably just go down.
What's his name? Zuccarello. He's a scrabber. He doesn't take anything from anybody.
I'd take a bullet for that guy.
Yeah. When he left,
I cried.
him and Henrik.
He went to the Wild.
Yeah, I know. Henrik was crying. He was like, yeah, I can't do this interview right now. And he was like, get the camera out of my face.
Yeah.
They didn't put that on air, but like, they kind of knew that he said that, but they just took it away. Yeah. That was his good friend.
Do you think Henrik Lundqvist goes to another team?
I think he's going to be doing like office work for the Rangers. I think they're going to give him a job. Like, I don't know. I think that he just wants to retire with the Rangers. But I mean, as far as like getting a cup, I could see him maybe going to
Being the backup for the Capitals?
I hope not.
I'd cry.
Yeah.
I'd cry.
I can't see the Caps getting another Stanley Cup in the next 3 years,
Why?
along with 2018, because I don't know, just the Caps, they can't win another one. Hank should have got
They
one
said that
before.
for the last 10 years, and they finally won.
Yeah,
one.
I know.
I don't know.
Yeah, they came close though.
I don't like the Capitals. I hate Tom Wilson,
Mm-hmm.
but I like Ovechkin.
Yeah.
You know, as weird as that is, because usually I'm not into like the flashier players. I usually pay more respect towards like the quiet stars.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but ironically, I like Ovechkin, but I can't stand Sidney Crosby.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you never see Sidney Crosby showboating on the ice, going
Mm-hmm.
crazy and stuff. He scores, celebrates with his team, goes back to the bench, waits for his next shift.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ovechkin goes nuts
Yeah.
on the ice,
Especially when he
Fly-
won.
Yeah,
Like he was just going all over the ice. Like he was going up to the boards.
he was like he was like Gronkowski.
Mm-hmm.
You know, drinking out of the cup and stuff. He slept with it. I'm pretty sure he kept the cup in his bed. For like,
The real question is, what NHL player hasn't slept with the Stanley Cup?
Henrik Lundqvist.
Yeah.
Shit.
Don't remind me.
Shit. You had to ask. I had the answer.
You had it right on the tip of your tongue. But you had to let it slide out.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt every waking moment I think of it.
Yeah. What about you? Have you looked up any facts about hockey?
I have not.
What do you know about hockey, Frank?
All I really know is that the fighting has decreased over the years because of rules and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the refs try to
Suck.
break them up more often than not nowadays, which is a shame because I know some of the most viewed videos on YouTube are hockey fight highlights and whatnot.
They're the best. They're
So-
so
Yeah,
cool.
with millions
Yeah,
of
yeah,
views.
they're insanely entertaining. So I mean, I know that. I know my Penguins are good because they're the only team I play with in NHL, and I think they're fantastic. I know a lot. I don't know a lot, but I know the name Rick Nash.
From
Rick,
Rick.
I know because of you.
Rick Nash.
I obviously know Gretzky as well. You know, famous name. And
The real
whatnot.
Wayne Train.
Yeah, right. But otherwise, that's really it. I'm not. You know, I've been to 2 professional hockey games before. Enjoyed the shit out of them. I think they're some of the best games to watch.
They're
live.
the most
I was gonna say,
engaging
like-
sporting events to go to.
100%.
And I'm a way bigger baseball and football fan than I am a hockey fan. But if somebody gave me the option between the 3 to go see live, I'm going to a Ranger game 10 out of 10 times.
I would say
Yeah.
so too. Yeah.
Yeah. Unless it's like a Giants Eagles game or a Yankees Red Sox game, I'm going to the Ranger game every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always have good games.
I've been to a Devils game where they won, and it was a very close game, and that was very entertaining to watch. And I went to the Flyers game, and the Flyers lost because they were versing
Good.
Canadian team, Toronto. Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
They have a little
beat
rivalry
Toronto.
too.
Yeah.
Lose to Toronto? Jeez.
Yeah.
Dude, Rangers lost to Toronto. Maple Leafs a lot.
Probably.
Dude, now they had
Excuse
Tavares. They have a good team. I feel like they're gonna win it.
Johnny
Maybe.
T.
Yeah, they're still in like a in the process of getting a cup. Like they need one.
They're in limbo.
Yeah.
By the time they're ready to win a cup, Austin Matthews is going to be fed up with the city of Toronto. Tavares is going to be too old to do anything, and that's going to be that. Mitch Marner is going to be the same standing as Matthews. They're just going to be like,
go to another team.
Yeah, we're over this.
Him and William Nylander too.
Yeah, we're just like, all right, peace, guys.
Freddie Anderson, I think he needs a cup too. He's been on
goalie?
the team. Yeah, he's been on the team for a while.
Wasn't he on the Senators?
I think so.
Wasn't he the one that his wife was like really sick or something, or he was sick, or his kid was sick, and he came out against the Rangers in the playoffs?
I think that was a couple of years ago, 2017.
Yeah, when they played the Senators. He was a Senator. Who am I thinking of? Am I thinking of Anderson?
I think he was on the Senators when they beat the Rangers in 2017.
Yeah, when they bounced us in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
That hurt.
No, that was the second round. Thanks, Frank, for having me.
Yeah.
Peace.
I appreciate
Until next
the
time.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that episode. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and also follow us on Instagram at Podcast with Frank, where we will be putting clip highlights of all of our podcast episodes on there for you to check out. And with that being said, we'll see you for our 48th episode next time. Peace out. For Nightlife, that was your favorite music video to film?
Hands down.
Hands down, yeah.
Hands down, yeah.
I mean, you had the great scenic area there in the fraternity house. I remember being there that night.
God.
You had a whole crowd of your friends and everything as your background people.
It was amazing. It was definitely like a great experience, just because of the fact that, like you said, it was like I had people who I knew from back home, people who supported me, and then just having my brothers there too, and then that crowd of people from college. It was just like a mix of people, and just all together, just supporting and being a part of the video. So it was really fun. We had a good time.
Shorty fell in love with the nightlife, so she love partying with the right type. Living lavish every day with a high price. Living fun, she be repping for that low life, low life, low life. All about her money, shorty don't waste no time, no time, no time. If she want it, she gon' get it on her own. That's what I like. Maybe a coke.